What's up, nerds? Welcome to Coding with Chris. Hey, Levi. What's up, V? We're gonna have some fun today. I'm actually looking forward to this one. ProcGen Rivers. Yeah, that's gonna be some fun. A couple of cleanup items to do first. First of all, hey, sire, I dicked up my specs again because I kind of forgot that when you I saw your bad puns there, sire. Boo. Boo. This pathing doesn't work when you run RSpec, so oops. So I've got to figure out how to deal with that. I've got to get the right relative pathing going here, so let's fix that right quick. So I put this out in live, right? Yeah. And my specs are up there. The problem is we can't do the file thing because it's balls. So honestly, it may be easier if I just put this in this lib, right? I think it will be. Yeah. I think that may be the thing to do. Let's try it and see how nice this is, right? It's gonna be the best. Levi says it's guaranteed to work, so guaranteed to work. Levi says so. Stop giving me output. I don't want to see that. I don't care about your little problems. Well, of course not. Oh, got a double dealio there. This should be this. Thoroughly believe it will die. What are you saying? You know me, Levi? What's this all about? What's your problem now? What do you mean you can't load such a file? That's bull pookie. My game app game lib. My game app game lib. Giatros. Frame timer. And it says it can't load. Oh, because here I goofed it. Oh no. Why is it doing that? Oh, that's not where the problem is though. Damn it, Levi. You told me this would work. I don't want to spend a crap ton of time on this. I'm just trying to find the easy hammer and duct tape thing to get going here. Because we are going to use some specs for our river streaming. I'm having a problem. You should, because it's right here. Does that still work in DR? No. Doesn't like that either. All right, so here. What we're gonna do. You remember that hammer and duct tape I said we're gonna pull out? Yeah, it can't find the pathing on these. I think if I just pull these in here and don't. So like this here, instead of that, as much as that would be cleaner. What have I got going? I've picked up something here. Yeah. No. Like Jetris. Just using the full path. You mean here? Well, I mean, essentially I am, but oh, because I put that. Well, it's looking here. Let me change. Have to. No. We had this problem last time, and it was. Yeah, I shouldn't need that because I'm required. Well, you probably should. Yeah, that's why we had that problem last time, because initially I put it under game. We realized we had to move it out to live. So, yeah. See, this is one of the reasons that I like Rails, because it takes care of this crap for you. I don't have to think about it. Is it still squawking on that? Damn it. All right, listen. Thing. Yeah, I've got to require this. I just got to require it in the right place. Stop that. Args aren't real. I know, right? Nil arg. I want to go to just if I do this here, I'm gonna get to where the file is, so which should be here. So that should work, I think. What is this shit? All right, solar graph. Listen. I don't think GTK is nil. I think there was args somewhere in here. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, probably not. Oh, I don't know. I'm confused. Put things back the way they were. And let's get rid of this. All right, so now we're back to where we were. So DR should run, right? Mother pus buckets. All right, solar graph has got to go. It's pissing me off. I don't know why that changed all of a sudden. Or here. You just need to calm your tots there, buddy. Putting up with your crap today. All right. So we go to under my game live, because the requires is always directly under my game, right? I mean, my game is the root. So we go to live, Teatros. Oh. Oops. Yeah, I'm still running in a VM. Uh-oh. I may have made a boo-boo. So apparently I didn't have those checked into get. I know, V. That damn thing. It's supposed to be reading. What the hell happened to artificial intelligence? It should know better. It should say, hey, stupid, you're getting ready to do something stupid. Stupid. All right. If I can think straight. All right, hold on. I just hear a ping. I don't know what that was. Sure wasn't work. Because I am technically on call. So I just got to pay a little attention. But it wasn't work, so. What am I looking for? Teatros. This one. So we are going to I know, right? Well, you know, they do pay me, so. And Cave Lords doesn't. But it is cool that I am afforded this time to do these kind of things. So I am going to, I'm not going to make the same mistake that I did last time, and that mistake though, and clone this directly in, make a sub project, because that sucked. It'd be easier if I just do. Oh, that's where that ping came from. Realized I had sound coming through my VM. Here. Get these. And put them. Pasty paste. Oh, okay. You don't want to play nice? Why is my brain off? Hey. There we go. All right, so now that's a good question, sire. I'm even on my third cup of coffee today, and it still isn't enough to boot me up right. Dude, I am the first to admit it. You know, I was asking myself earlier, because I always get, like, nervous before I come on these streams for some unknown reason. Been doing this forever. But I always get, like, stage fright coming on here. I don't understand why, because I'm sitting there thinking, everybody already knows I'm an idiot, so it's not like I can make a bigger idiot of myself, so what am I so nervous about? I don't understand that. But anywho. Alright, now, let's see. No, not get DR, you dummy. Live Jatros requires does not exist. That is true. I need to remake that. All right, so in here we had God. Requiring by hand. Fine. No, not. Yes, it will. Yeah. So. And I think I'm gonna have to reorder these, I know, but. And I gotta fix whatever the hell's going on there. App Live Giatro. Yeah, App Live. What? What? Oh my god, I'm so. Yeah, well, this. I'm having a day. Jesus. Why is it looking in app though? Oh, because the file I'm running is under app. I don't want file, I want the root. Does mruby have a, does DR have a root directive? That would be easier. Like this. Is that a thing in DR? Root directly. Well, it gamer. Yeah, except that I can't use that. I have to have something that'll work with RSpec, and that won't work with RSpec. That's not. Assumes the game directory is the root. Yeah, it is, because, all right, so if I'm at the file, then I need to go up one, right? I know that array median will still poop, but up one. Live, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I'm the weirdo that does the RSpecing, which, RSpec was the whole reason I was changing this anyway. All right, listen here. This is... I've got such a mess going on. I need to take some time between streams and get things straightened out a bit. But why is what the bloody blood? So, oh no, because I didn't have these in the kit. Damn it. First, get rid of this. So file is in the game directory. No. File should be main RB in the app directory, right? Wait. I don't understand why this is not working, because this can get to game lib, which is here at this level, and I'm trying to get to, oh, for God's sake. Well, yeah, except I can't get the DR require path to work right here at the moment. So probably, yes. But why would this not work? Because it's in app, right? So if it's in app and I go up a directory, I should get to lib, right? But I can't go up a directory, apparently. App, up one, lib, Yatros, frame timer. So it doesn't know how to go up a directory. Yeah. Okay, so DR's requires don't know how to do that then. Okay. So how else do I solve this problem? I solved this. But we had it out here last time. What the? Hold on. Delete the file dir name. What, huh? Delete the file.dir name for the DR version. What? I don't understand what you're saying there. Let me see what the hell I had. I don't. Whatever. So in develop, we have my game. Oh, that's why I'm stupid. Oh, well, I can't because RSpec. However, wait, no. Cave Lords, my game, live, Yatra. My game, live. So this was in this place last time, and it worked fine. So what was... Oh, just at live. Now I'm following. Oh, but this was Sweet Lord. There. Okay. Good. We go. Listen here, Solar Graph. I turned your ass off. Stop that. Oh, I have to restart. All right, hold on. All right, so we got that straightened out. And this, okay. So it doesn't know where that is. All right, so so you're saying I should be able to do this. Actually, let's just group that. I don't need to put guard clauses on all four of those bloody things. Oops. So this one will need to go to here. Still be up one. Yeah. I know, right? Because I can't remember things from week to week. Or from minute to minute, actually. Who told you to... Well... Okay, then. So I can't do this because it still sees that, apparently, in our spec. That's interesting. Oh, the frame timer. This thing. Oh my god. Yep, I can't remember 5 minutes ago. I'm just so damn flustered. Well, yeah, I can't make it stop because then when this gets required, this starts having a hissy fit because it doesn't know what array median is. But how in the All right, so we do the same thing here then. Wait a minute. Wait. I don't even need that crap in the R spec. Sweet Lord. All right, let me... What I'm wondering is, how did I get... I put that in my get ignore so that I wouldn't be checking in somebody else's work, didn't I? Or did I? No. That's not my get ignore. Why am I... I don't think. I don't have lib in there anywhere. I know, 30 minutes in, right? Yes. The problem is, where the hell is this? All right, so it's working. Good. We're good. All right, I'm gonna skip the... Is it in Git already? Well, then when I did a reset, why did it disappear? Let me just check and make sure this is right, and then we're gonna move on. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, see, there's nothing under there. Where are the damn files? I don't understand. All right, I'll figure it out later. I can always put those files back if I need to. Nothing custom in there. Screw it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I did that and it didn't work in here for some reason, Levi. Did get config list? Yep. Yeah. See? Unless I misspelled something, but I'm pretty sure that that's set up right? But it just doesn't work for some reason. It works on my other machine. But I don't know, unless I typoed something, I don't think so. Anywho, let's move on, shall we? All right, so get that out of the way and that out of the way. So we want to work on... Well, I wouldn't think so, because I just set up this VM right before I started this series, and so, I don't know, 20 weeks ago, 21 weeks ago, something like that. Shouldn't be that old. I mean, I don't think that's very old. Maybe a couple of dots out, but all right. So now what we want to do is start thinking about how we can get some rivers to show up in here. So let's take a look at. Let's get our world map up here and talk this through. So I know that there are, and I have actually done some reading. I know everybody's surprised that I can read, but I have done some reading in between to look at procedural river generation and kind of how people approach that. So one thing is that, so a river generally starts in high altitudes and flows toward large bodies of water, seas and rivers, right? So for instance, we'd want a river to like start up here in a mountain and wind its way down to this, let's say. And there's several ways to do that, several algorithms that are used, but the one that looked like the best idea to me was to use A star to do it. Really, it didn't. Well, how the hell old is this then? Oh, somehow I got an older version installed then, so I'll have to update my Git. Well, thanks, Levi. That was driving me batshit crazy. Because I knew I had set it up right, but I never thought that my Git version would be that old. Anywho, so I think using A star with a modified heuristic will be a good way for us to do that, because then we can use the same A star code for the pathfinding for our pawns, right? So if we make kind of an A star library, and yes, I know there are A star libraries. There's a sample app for that. I know. I've actually looked at it, but I want to do it from scratch because I really want to understand how this is working and how to make it so that, because one of the things that I'm going to need to do is the A star needs to have different heuristics for river generation than it does for pawn path generation, right? But the same mechanics will apply. So, because rivers are going to be more dependent on adjacent altitude than they are on path cost. Let's say, like, what kind of terrain is it? So it'll have different weights than pawn pathing would. So I want to develop this from scratch because I want to understand really well how this works. So the first thing that I want to do so that I can start working this out is when we generate a world map in 237. Well, balls. Okay. Well, I'll just sometime in between things I'll update my Git. Good shout though, Levi. Appreciate that. So in the generate map, after we generate this stuff, I'm trying to think of the best place in general where we'd want to say, okay, now generate my rivers. So we want to do it after we have the map there, because we need the whole grid to figure out where rivers are going to go, right? So, so let's see here. So we do all these map. Well, okay, so right here, the height map is all, well, between, well, let's see. No, because I want to have the tile value, because we're going to want to do, we're only going to want to put rivers where there's a decent amount of moisture, right? Because we don't want them showing up in deserts. So we'll need to know the moisture values. And we need the height map values available, so as we're traversing from cell to cell, we know which way is down. So I'm gonna have to do it after all this. So I think then, so then my next question becomes, right, do I want to have this called off of generate map and then pass this whole map back? Because I think what we're going to have to do is mark each tile as this has a river, right? Or do I want to generate this world map and then have a different thing that does river generation? I think that would be best. So let's do this. Let's do a river generator, right? Let's start there. And so our river generator class is going to have, it needs to have an initialize, because we're going to have to pass it some, there's a couple of things. We're going to pass a start tile and an end tile, so we know where the river starts and ends, and we'll probably have to pass some other stuff too, but at the very least that. And then we'll need to have a generate method that will, no, we don't want to pass it in there. We just want to pass that in here, because then we can use the same instance to generate different rivers. Okay, good, got it. Everybody with me? Everybody's 3 days ahead of me, probably, actually, but that's cool. It's fine. Yeah, shut up, RuboCop. It won't be empty. All right, so well, we know that, yes, because that's a good question, V, and that's something I actually thought about. So what's going to happen is, like, if we look at this map, right? If I pick, let's say, this mountain tile as a start tile, and it's just so happens that the river flows into here, and this ends up being the lowest point around here, and somehow it wound its path around here, we've ended up in the wrong spot. We want to make sure we're ending up in a body of water, right? So really, so we have two choices. Either we pick a body of water as our endpoint and go to that, which kind of fits the A star, because for A star you need to have a start point and end point. Or we use a different algorithm. We just let it wind its way through lower and lower stuff until we can't go any lower, and then build a body of water there. Right? So there's, I mean, two ways to do that. My preference, personally, is that we start at high altitude, pick an existing body of water, and go there. Yes, every tile knows its own elevation. How you doing, Rebuilt? And there's two reasons I want to do that. One, because you have to have a start and end, as far as I know, for A star algorithms, and if we use an A star algorithm, we can use that same algorithm for our pawn pathing. So we're going to have that algorithm anyway, right? Because they will be using A star. So seems like that would be the best path to take. I'm willing to be overruled by the majority body, but I think that that's the best route. But that is a good point, V. So what happens if there's no downhill between A and B? We tell the river to never mind, go on to the next river. That shouldn't happen because we're using Perlin noise, so it's a smooth distribution, which means mountains are always going to have a higher elevation than where we put the bodies of water, because the water bodies are put at low elevations. So there should always be a path downwards, and because it's Perlin noise, it's a smooth path. So there should be a connection somewhere. So in theory, the way this map is constructed, that shouldn't happen, but we do have an out. Or the other option is we pick an end path. We can't get there going. We get to a low point and that ends it. Okay, well, I mean, we put the river there and it just disappears into the earth, right? I mean, that can happen. Or, you know, ultimately what we do is if we can't find a path, then we make that the end path and we generate a body of water there. That's something else we could do. That's probably way more than you wanted to actually think about, isn't it, V? All right, so in the world map, I'm going to want to no, it's not way more. So I don't think I want to do this in here. I think what I want to do is in my world, because I don't want my world map to actually, I don't want that map generator to actually contain that stuff, because that is passing balls. Untrue. Okay, I've got a bit of an issue, because what's going to happen is the sprites, we're going to have to draw this river somehow, right? Which means for each cell, the sprite is going to have, it's going to have to know that it's got a river in it. It's going to have to know which way the river flows, and it's going to have to know, it's going to have to put a sprite there to represent the river, right? End up picking the lowest square that still makes it to the end. Yes. Yeah, which is the nice part about A star is you can actually, A star can actually get quickly to a point and say, okay, I can't get to the end of the maze here, so I got to back up and go a different direction. So it can do that. I mean, you can find dead-end paths with A star, but it goes back up the stack and reevaluates down a different path if it does that. Brain was picking lowest square and going there. Yes, and that is a valid pathfinding method for certain things, and that is how some people do rivers in their games, and that's perfectly fine. But I wanted to do something a little more sophisticated. Yeah. I mean, that's certainly possible. Although I will say that at some point, there has to be everything below a certain elevation is water in this map. So everything that's not water has to be higher than it. Currently. Now, that's not the way the real world always works, because I could have a lake on the top of a plateau and that's not sea level. But we didn't do that in this map. Not yet, anyway. So, anyway, I'm going to have to set... So, like, the tiles are going to have information about the rivers, right? Then they're also going to have information about the sprites. And since I'm setting that here... So, oh my lord. I think what I'm going to have to do still is loop back through the map. Once we've gotten to this point, we loop back through the map, use the tiles information already, and then start doing that stuff. And I'm thinking what we need to do is we have the map sprite done, and then we have another layer of sprite that has the rivers laid out on it, right? That's the best way to do it, I think. Seems to me. Levi said it is, so I'm just going to go that route because Levi said so. So instead of the world map, we're going to go on the world. And I think... Yeah. So where are we doing the... Get the tiles there, and then let's do a generate rivers, right? Let's just do it like that. So, let's start with simple stuff. Do the tiles already know their elevation? Yes, at this point, the tiles already know their elevation. So if you look right here, tile.height value is set, and we're doing this happens here. All right, so I want to do a couple of things first, very simply to do some testing here, because I'm going to need some debug stuff to watch how this works. So what I want to do is set up a river array. And I'm going to start at, let's just say 50-50. That's not how you do that. Duh. Well, how am I going to rip? What I want to do, get to first, is just I want to pick a start point and end point, and just draw on line 72 a river array. It's nothing. There's nothing there. What line 72? I don't know what you mean, Levi. I want to start with picking a start point and end point and just drawing like a blue line between them so that I can see that. What's the easiest way to do that in DragonRuby? So let's generate a start point of arc state lines. Okay, cool. Generate a start point of what? So my start point is going to actually have to be a two-dimensional array. Because I'm doing an X and a Y coordinate, right? So my start's going to be at, let's say, 50-50. No. Sweet Jesus. There we go. I'm okay, I promise. All right, and then let's end at, let's say, X100, Y100. I just want to get some kind of visual. DR as a vector 2. Yeah. Does it? I mean, that's cool and all. I don't know that it's necessary here yet. All right, so what I'm going to need, so the river generator is going to need to pass back a final river sprite, right? It's kind of bad. Well, you know, we'll get there. Day. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, but why would I do that? What does vector 2 give me that a hash doesn't? I mean, I'm assuming that vector 2 includes like all the mathy stuff, distance between this and that and all that mess. I would imagine. Yeah, so I'll have to pass back the river sprite. So then what I would want to do is... oh. Well, that's all right. I'll just do the lines thing, I guess, for now. Arg state lines. So let's do... oh, wait a minute. That's not what I want to do to test here, though. What I want to do to test... what I would really like to see, right? Maybe you guys can tell me how to... is while we're testing this, I would like to put the map up and then watch it drawing the rivers so I can see how it's coming out, right? They don't need to be pretty. I mean, it can just be straight lines from point to point. But I want to see the decisions it's making. So I think right now the best way to do that is put args in here so it can loop through, and at each loop right? XY, X2, Y2, RGBA. Is that what the lines looks like? The lines hash? Is that what you mean? So all right, so if we say, let's say 50-50, not XX, and then X2 and let's make it a red line. Which way is alpha in here? 0. I'm assuming 100 is opaque. It's a percentage, 100%. Or is it the other way? Alpha. Okay, so I want alpha 100 then. Percentage, I'm assuming. 255? Okay. Gotcha. So in theory, if I do this generate and just call river sprite, I should just draw this line on the screen, right? I would assume. Also, I need to fix my shortcut here. Aggravating me. Oh. And I have to start VS Code because it doesn't like to source things in the terminal. All right. So assuming I did this right, change What am I drawing everything to? Uninitialized. Oh. Yeah, well, you know. Yeah, I think so. Everything should be to primitives. Wise line's going to show up underneath there. Ours. So I need. No, this is in models world. River Gym. Okay. Where I put it. Did I not put it in maps? It shouldn't be in maps. It should actually be in world. That's a mo better place to put it. Okay, so that should be correct. One thing we can do we'll Palantir up, and then I should be able to see if the thing is actually getting drawn, I think, right? Because should have, damn it, river generator 2. Oh. Here, let's pay attention to where I'm at. Kinda need that bit. And then I don't have a good start. All right. Oh. Okay. I should be fine except for the fact that things don't work. Method named args doesn't exist on... I'm sorry, what? Old 71. Yes. True. It doesn't know anything about that. Okay. This is all temporary anyway. A little more sophisticated debugging system at some point. Rendering order. Did I not save that? I just told you that should work, right? What am I missing? Oh. Crap, take that out. Levi said this time it's guaranteed to work. All right. We might have a line somewhere. I don't know. So we've got lines. Yeah, okay. So it drew the line. I just don't know where the hell it is. Maybe it's not big enough to see in this mess. Or it's actually underneath. Yeah. Can't see it. All right. Well. Hey, D. Welcome. So yeah, it drew the line, which is good, but I would like to be able to see it. And if it's, is there a way to increase the pixel size of the line, or are they always 1 pixel in DR? Is that just, it just is what it is? Let's see. Always 1 pixel. Well, I don't like that answer. Change that answer. Give me a better answer. All right, how can I draw something that's more than 1 pixel? I mean, I guess I could draw a rectangle. No, because it's always, that's always going to be. I wish you could give me the better answer too. All right, Levi, you need to go yell at Amir and tell him that we need a pixel width for the line. Poto, you made it. Oh. Well, I mean, there is that little thing, B. I don't know what you're talking about, V. Oh, my goodness. Lines property on outputs no longer supports reassignment. Oh, well. I mean, also that. Yeah. So, Poto, I mean, isn't it like, you're somewhere in Asia, right? Isn't it like stupid o'clock in the morning for you? All right, we got it this time. Levi guarantees. 5 a.m. Holy hell, man. Well, I appreciate you being here. That's really cool. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I don't know why I don't know if there's anything I can do about that YouTube delay. It's kind of gross, but I don't know. I thought I had it set up for like the real-time stuff, but I guess YouTube just isn't quite up to snuff with Twitch on the live streaming yet. Thinking about checking out some other live streaming platforms too, because Twitch apparently has gone a little bit off the deep end. Yeah, Twitch has some delay, but I think YouTube's is way worse. I mean, you can't live stream and get exactly real time. That's just not possible. But I think my understanding is Twitch does a little, yeah, Kick I've heard about, and there were some other ones I was hearing about the other day, but I haven't looked into them yet. But yeah, I may look at some other things too, because Twitch apparently is kind of going off the deep end. A lot of the big streamers I'm reading are leaving it because of recent changes Twitch made to its policies and stuff that are just really gross. Apparently, I don't have all the details, but that's what I'm hearing. Anywho, I should have a line, right? But I guess this doesn't put the outputs out. Yeah. The Reddit hack and blackmail for Twitch? Or for Reddit? Oh, there's Poto. All right. Is it better? No, I hadn't heard about a hack for Reddit. I have a Reddit account, but I've looked at Reddit like once in my life. I just don't. Too many social media things. I can't keep up. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad. Was it the delay of the chat or the delay of the video that you're having a problem with? Because maybe I need to adjust my encoding for my bit rates for YouTube. Ooh, I'm having some render lag here too. What the hell's that all about? A little gross. What's going on, computer? Oh, delay in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a YouTube. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Okay. Well, I'm glad it's better for you. Where am I at here? All right, so do I need to? I don't know how to do this. I'm just trying to get a line to show up. So first of all, it's a red line, right, that I made, not a blue one. So that should be fairly easy to see, except for the fact that it's a pixel. So unless it's rendering underneath this, which is entirely possible, right? Let's see. Let's. So if I put this to, what's the thing? Is there a line primitive? Can I do the primitive type or whatever it's called? What the hell is it? What am I looking for? Ease. Well. Okay, yeah, primitive marker. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, Sire's looking it up in the docs, so it's got the draw order in there. But apparently, I don't know. I mean, I would even though it's, oops, even though it's only 1 pixel, I still should be able to see it, right? I mean, maybe not. Maybe it's just too small. Maybe I need to zoom in. What did I do? All right, so if I do, so lines should, oh. Oh, I missed the, God bless it. I'm having a day. Yeah, so it's, I spelled primitives wrong. I know you did that on purpose, Sire. All right. Yeah, it should already be on top, so I'm gonna assume, unless this miraculously works somehow, I'm just gonna put it back to lines. We'll figure out what the problem. So I don't know, at 50-50. Oh, no, that's not... My coordinates that I'm seeing there are not pixel coordinates. Those are tile coordinates. My tiles, I think, are 4 by 4, if I remember right, or 8 by 8. Yeah, the coordinates here are actually the tiles coordinates, not the screen coordinates, but I need the screen coordinates to find out where this is. So the tiles are 4 by 4, which means that this should be at... Let's make this a multiple of 4 so my life is easier. So let's say 2020. I can, but why? Why bother? All right. So at 2020, I should have a line somewhere. Here. I don't know about you, but I don't see a line. Huh. All right, well, the other thing I wanted to work on today was scaling that world map, so maybe we just scale the world map a bit. That shouldn't be too hard, right? So in my world map, am I calling draw river? No, the generate rivers. Yeah, it's calling that. And this is calling generate. Generate calls river sprite, so it should do that, right? Not recreate the object all the time. No, I don't want to recreate it all the time. I just want to put oh. Okay, so it's putting it out and then I'm, yeah. Does @args change the reroll? Yeah, I think that's the problem, is it's just initialized and it's never done again, so it disappears because it's not redrawn. Does it change the real args? No, the where was that? Oh, it's in the world. You're talking about the @args in here. No, the stuff, this stuff is just a pointer to an instance pointer to the variable, so that I don't have to pass it around in parameters inside of a class. So like I can reference this @tile size because it's been set somewhere else and I don't have to pass it directly into this method. That's all that is. Pointer. Basically. So yeah, so the problem is, where's my scene? World map scene. Yeah, so the problem is I'm assigning that label once, but then the next, it's only doing that on the first tick. Or, well, whichever tick number, it's only doing it on one tick. Probably not the first tick because we're using fibers, but If I put that in, is there a static lines? That's not the right way to do that, though, even if I could cheat it. Let's just do it correctly. All right, so so here we want to put the lines, and we'll want to, let's do that right for now. This will eventually be a sprite, a river sprite to lay over the map sprite, but for now we'll do this. All right, so the world map sprite gets built where? It's there. So in the setup, so here after load world, okay, if right, yes. So this should go to setup unless we've generated, and then setup will do this stuff until it's finished generating, and then once it's finished, the world instance should have the rivers in it, and it can load that in, and then it'll have that in the lines to set every tick. All right, Poto, well, I'm glad you showed up. Appreciate that, man. All right, so yeah, so what I need to do now is I need to, my world instance, which is this, needs to have a rivers reader. And then wait, so each of these river generators is going to be one river. So what I'm going to want to do is make an empty array. Put the result of that into that array. Okay. Then the river generator is going to be passing back this river sprite, so we don't want to put this here. That means we don't need to do this. I don't really want args in here. We don't need this. Okay. So now this generate will pass back that hash. The hash will get put into the rivers array, and then the rivers array from the world will get put into the lines for now. Right? Good? Guaranteed to work. I see red line. Okay. Now, what I want to do, because I want to watch this draw as it goes, is, first of all, let's make our rivers blue. Because that's just... Let's make them a nice green blue. So, what's a nice green blue? Give me a nice teal color here. So, what, mostly blue and green 150, let's say. Why not? Let's give it a shot. It'll be bluish anyway. So now what we need to do, I want to see if I can get it to jump through so I don't only want to do this if it's generated. I want this to happen as it's going. I'm not entirely sure that's going to be the place to do it, though. Let's see. But let's see if we can get a I'm just making up numbers here, but I just want to see if the mechanics work. So let's do that, and then let's just make oh, I completely locked. You there, chat? I'm having some bad computer problems at the moment.
Stand off, bro. Me and you.
Appreciate that. What have I done here? My whole system just went into meltdown mode. Everybody still there? Okay, cool. I don't know, I got like everything just locked up on me for a few seconds. Alrighty. So let's see. Let's do this. I want to put this in a bit of a loop so that I can see if it'll and let's say x start plus 20. Huh. Random range. Is that the right thing? I want to do a random range from 10 to 20 so that it moves a little bit. I think that's the syntax for that. And then let's see, I want to do X end that. Y end is that. Right. You think I might be expecting a tad much DR? No way, man. No chance. It's gonna work. I may be expecting a tad much of myself, but... You mean with the 10 times thing? That? I mean, fair enough. Oh, random range? Oh. I know there was some way to do random. So this should work? All right, well, I mean, DragonRuby has to have a random number generator, right? That. I mean, it's got rand, but okay, so what is rand 11? I believe you. I just want to understand. I'm going to assume that's like random.range 0 to 11 plus 10. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. All right, so here we want X start. No. X start. Right, so each time it should go through and connect the dots, basically. The only thing I'm not real sure of, why do I have an I here? I don't need that. I don't need to do that because I'm just continuing on from here. Yeah, so fine. So the only thing I'm not sure about is, because we're using fibers, I'm not real sure how the flow is going to go here. That in the world, it's going to go through the generate world map, and that thing internally, this here has fibers in it, so it'll keep bouncing back and forth. This is going to happen, though, every time. Screw it, let's just see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Right? Okay, well, I got a weird line, but... And it's kind of blue, so we got that part right. It did draw it, but I didn't... Well, I may have seen it drawing, and it was just so fast I couldn't tell. Probably was that. Doesn't look like it meandered any, though. Let's try doing this 100 times. Maybe 10 pixels just isn't enough of a difference. Yeah, it's done in one tick. Oh, but it's just doing okay. Huh. It doesn't look like it's actually doing more than the one line. Make the line longer? Well, I thought I made it longer. Here, right? Yeah, what I was looking to do is see it draw like each one of these segments, actually be able to watch it make its decisions about where it's going, just as debugging, not for the game. That's not, I mean, could be cool, I guess, but that's not really the point. But I want to see it for debugging so I can see what it's doing. Man, I am really having some... Does generate... Oh, this? Well, that calls this, which calls this, which is basically right now... Oh... Good catch, Wildfire. Oh, but that's going to be a tile. I need... I need actual pixels here. So if I know my tile size, it's 4. Oops. No. Did I do that so that I could... Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, the tiles themselves can take care of figuring this is temporary just to get some understanding in here. So while yes, normally I would do that, this is temporary, so I'm not going to worry about it. Do I not want... Oh, I mean, I guess I still want a comma. I don't think so, because these are both integers, so it shouldn't convert to a float, right? Well, that's not true. It could, when it's not divisible by 4. Yeah. Give me a sec. So if I'm passing this in as the start and the end, I want... Did I make my... Yeah, so I should have tile.x and tile.y. Yeah. That should work. That's start tile. And then I want... Why did I do that? Yeah. Hey, way too many things happen. Oh, that's not me. Oh my god, my computer. I'm worried that I might be having issues with my graphics card. Uh-oh. Things are locked up again. All right, let's yeah, the video's skipping because I'm having some, for some reason, having some kind of nasty issues going on here. So we're gonna finish this up, I hope, and then I may have to do some computer surgery if I can figure out what's running so damn hard here. In a second. Chrome is eating up all my memory. Chrome, you bastard. All right, hold on. Shutting down Chrome. Let it settle down a minute. Man. Yeah, I know. It would have been better if they'd have, you know, done that thing, but, you know. Let's see what we got here. That was a good catch, Wildfire. Ah, look, okay, that's weird, but it did a thing. It did a weird thing. So it's kind of going like this, which is odd, but you know. But we're getting somewhere. Now, why would it do that? Because in my world, 100 times do this. So we're giving it an X and a Y start of the last end. Ah. Oh, no. So the last end should connect to this start, and then this end gets given something else. So they should be connecting. We don't need 100 times because we can see what's going on. So let's cut that in half real quick. So my X start, so my first X start is 50-50, right? It's fine. And then my end gets a random number. Y2 in tile X in line hash instead of Y2 in tile Y. Oh. Holy crap, you're right. Brilliant. I love chat. If I didn't program live, I'd never be able to get anywhere. Oh. You have a little meandering line. Okay, that's brilliant. All right, so now we've got the visuals for how to do this, right? So then what we're going to want to do, damn, can't do it today, but what we're going to want to do is now start looping through the tiles, find mountain tiles that are towards the end. We also, the tiles themselves need to have a concept of what's around me, right? What are my surrounding tiles? Because when we go to do the A star, it needs to know I need to look to the it's gonna have to have concept of this tile is at north, this tile is at northeast, this tile is at east, right? So we're gonna have to build that into tile. We're gonna have to find not really a linked list. Okay, so conceptually kind of a linked list, but using a linked list mechanically we will be broken in no time. I guarantee you, because they will get out of sync really fast. No, basically all it needs to do is this tile needs to store the coordinates for what is north, and what is west, what is east, and then because each tile is in a coordinate system, it can know, okay, go look at the tile in that coordinate and tell me, is its elevation lower, you know? So we'll have to build that into tile. It's got to have that functionality. We'll have to then loop through the tiles after we get the map generator, to loop through the tiles, find appropriate starting positions for rivers, and find appropriate ending positions for rivers. Now, something we could do to kind of make that a little shorter, I think, because otherwise we're gonna have to loop through every tile and say, okay, here, look, this looks like an appropriate river tile. Let's do a river here. To where should we do it to? Here. Okay. Now, what we should do, I think, I'll cogitate on this, but let's plant the seed here. When we are going through generating our world map, right, and we're doing this stuff, we can start building a list here as we're going through these anyway of these are some appropriate start locations for rivers, and these are some appropriate end locations for rivers. I think we might be able to do something like that. And then when we go back to generate the rivers, we have a much smaller set to go through. I only need to look through things that are mountains or appropriate start locations to things that are appropriate end locations, right? So I think that'll be the way to do that. Otherwise, we'll have to loop through this entire list again, and we don't want to do that. Not when we could just get a subset list here while we're looping through anyway. And then just get direct coordinates to what we need to check. And then from there, we say, okay, here's the start, here's the end. Now we can A-star through that. And we know what we're looking for. Yeah. I think that's the way to go. All right, so make sure these are still working. Yeah. I also want to write some tests for the river generator, but I was trying to get some visual stuff going here so I could understand what's going on. But because that's logic, that really should have tests associated with it. And this may be a good opportunity for me to test out this what was it? The checkers stuff. I don't have the, I have to look at the link, but that checkers library that F3R made, I think it was F3R. But yeah, they gave it to me, and I told them I'd do some banging on it, and so that might be a good opportunity to do some of that, because then I can check that things are showing up in the right place. All right. Okay. What is today? 20th. Holy crap. All right. So we are Excuse me, what? Oh, yes, I'm allowed to bypass the rule violations. All right. We did it, chat. We did a thing. Look at us all working together and making magic happen. Love it. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for hanging out and helping me and you know, making me look not so stupid. You guys are so smart. So we will be on Thursday night. Well, Thursday day, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We've got Coda coming on to talk about DragonRuby in robotics and 3D stuff. Yes, I should. I hopefully will remember to update Git. Remind me in a few days, Levi, so I can get on here and do that. Because you know I'm old and forgetful. I can't even remember my name from 5 minutes ago. So I depend on you, chat. But if you guys did like that, please spread the word, like, subscribe, bring your friends. I'll be back here next Tuesday, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. GMT, 3 p.m. Eastern, and Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. we'll have Coda on. And then next Thursday, we've got the DragonRuby live party. So if you want to be part of that, please send me a ping in the Discord so I can get you the invite. Send you the invite. Make sure you're included on the list. If you're interested in showing up and partying with us and just hanging out and talking about DragonRuby, you don't have to know anything. All you do is have to show up and smile and have fun. That's it. That's the only requirements. So please like, subscribe, follow, leave some comments, do some things, mash some buttons, ding some bells. I will see you guys on Thursday and in the Discord. So, till I see you again, happy programming. Bye.